Good morning from Muscat, Oman, from the St. Regis Resort, which is a beautiful luxury 5-star resort out here in Oman.
Which is, in case you didn't know, because so many people don't know, on the southeastern side of the Arabian Peninsula. It is a smaller-ish sized country, but it holds some amazing history and some incredibly beautiful landscapes.
We are sitting in our living room having our first cup of coffee of the morning.
Yes, it is still very early in the morning. I'm sure you all can see my puffiness.
Me too, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. One thing you get when you stay at a St. Regis hotel is butler service, which they will pack and unpack your suitcase for you. They will press 2 items of clothing per day for you. And, in my opinion, most importantly, they will bring you your first morning beverage of the day if you're too lazy like us to make it for yourself.
Because we do have 2 coffee machines in the room, which you'll see in a second.
But you can choose from flat white, Americano, cappuccino,
Latte,
tea,
cold brews. I'm sure they'd even bring you sparkling water if that's what you wanted for your first beverage in the morning.
Yeah, they probably would, or maybe even a soda.
Maybe, actually, I've never thought about that.
Some St. Regis hotels that we've stayed at, they will bring you coffee or tea at any time of the day. This particular one, it's just in the morning, which is fine.
Just as fine. We're going to finish our morning beverage, and then we'll show you around this 2-level suite that we have been upgraded to, and it is incredible.
We've been upgraded to the Palm Duplex suite, which is a 2-level suite. I've never stayed in anything like this. We booked it with Bonvoy points, so it was approximately 45-ish thousand per night. We stayed 5 nights, so we got the 5th night for free, and Joseph, because he's a platinum, he used his nightly upgrade awards, and this was one of the choices we could select, and they accepted it, so here we are. Of course, you've already seen the living room, but when we arrived last night, we got some amazing dried fruits, some fresh fruit. They had a chocolate-covered camel and some other chocolates, and then they had a thing of dates, which was such a nice welcome amenity. And of course, they had a nice welcome note. This couch is very, very comfortable. I am sure at some point I will be napping on it because that's what I do best. You have a small table with 2 chairs and a beautiful book that showcases some of the great souks of the world. You have a gigantic TV. You come over here to the dining area. You have another huge comfy couch, which I would think would be a little bit awkward to sit on when you're eating because somebody like me would sink down and it wouldn't be too comfortable, but I don't know. You have another television in the dining room.
In case you want to have competing televisions.
Exactly. You have a bar with 4 really nice bar stools. We come into the fully equipped kitchen, which has flatware, dishes, glasses, another coffee maker, selections of teas. It has an ice maker, oven, microwave. It has a refrigerator that is actually stocked by the hotel. You have an island here with a decent sized sink. You have plenty of storage. And then we walk through here. We have one of 4 bathrooms in this 2,800 square foot suite. We have a nice soaking tub, another square toilet. We have a generous walk-in shower, double sink vanity. It's pretty impressive for what I would call a guest bathroom. And then you walk into here, and this is a bedroom / media room / office. Let's just call it a multi-purpose room. You have generous storage, if you wish, to put stuff in the closets. You have a sofa down here that actually does make into a bed. You have a dresser, another ginormous television. You have a nice little table here, which you can work from if you need to. And of course, there's a secret door to this room. Through the secret door back into the main living area, you will find doors that lead out onto one of two balconies on this main level. These doors are very big and very heavy. But out, you walk onto the balcony. You have a dining table that seats 8 people. You have a gorgeous view of the St. Regis residences. You have a view of the pool, and you can also, if you try really hard through the trees, you can see the Gulf of Oman. Then we have another part of the balcony over on this side, but we're going to save that for later. So let's go back inside because I'm already melting. And then as you come to the entryway, you actually have a half bath, which is very nicely appointed with some lotion and face wash, which I've been using as hand wash. It's rose cardamom scented. They love their rose scented stuff in the Middle East. You come over here, and this is the staircase that leads to the upper part of the suite. But we're going to show you that later once it's a little bit cleaner. But right now, we're going to get changed, and we're going to go to breakfast.
Just a short walk from our room through the lobby. On the main floor, you will find Caribou, which is where they have their breakfast buffet. Once you find your seat, one of the most friendly staff will take your drink order. Of course, I went for my standard latte. They have a pretty extensive menu of made-to-order options, which you can look over, and of course, the staff will take that order for you. While you wait for that to come to your table, you can head over to the buffet. It's honestly kind of hard to decide where to start because they have so many options, including the largest assortment of fresh fruit, cereals, breads, and of course my favorite, the breakfast pastries. Each day Ryan and I both had a made-to-order omelet, and once we learned about it, I also had a fresh made Liege waffle every day. You'll even find fresh, effort-free coconuts, which I enjoyed thoroughly. Staff are so friendly, helpful, and kind. They really do offer another level of service here at the St. Regis. Caribou is right off of the main lobby, which also has a beautiful lobby lounge where you can sit and relax, get a drink, or a nice little treat for yourself.
Or have high tea.
Or have high tea, I guess. And it is also, of course, a part of the main entry lobby area.
The St. Regis Hotel here in Muscat was opened in October of 2024, so it is a brand new hotel for the area. The hotel is approximately a 10-minute drive or so from the Muscat International Airport. We rented a car from Dollar when we got here. Very easy drive, very easy to navigate. You are greeted at the hotel with the valet who will park your car, all complimentary, all included.
Which is really nice because
Very nice.
Most hotels don't have that included complimentary.
Not even in the United States.
But it also is kind of a necessity considering they don't let you self-park.
Nope, they do not. And they do have a parking garage so your car stays nice and cool for those hot Arabic days.
And they are hot.
Which we are experiencing. But the lobby is absolutely gorgeous. It's very open, lots of white and gold tones. You have a grand staircase that greets you, which we've heard was inspired by the Titanic. It's absolutely phenomenal.
There's also a grand piano in the middle of the lobby. And earlier it was playing by itself without a pianist, which is kind of cool.
Beyond that, there's also a beautiful flower arrangement, which we actually just saw them this morning changing the flower arrangement, and they smell just amazing.
And then, of course, right behind us is a jewelry store, because who doesn't need to buy jewelry when you're in Oman at a 5-star hotel?
When you first enter the St. Regis, you are greeted by a lovely person from reception who will hand you a date as well as a cup of Omani coffee. The picture is absolutely beautiful, as is the art of pouring. The tradition when you're pouring Omani coffee is you only fill the cup halfway and you always eat it with dates. after breakfast, we get ready and go head out to explore the city of Muscat or a nearby city in Oman. But today is a pool and beach day, so we're going to head to our room, which is on floors 0 and 1, and get changed.
I know you already saw the preview of it through the lobby windows, but this is the main pool that is between all of the hotel rooms, obviously on to the left and to the right of us. And I'm super excited to get into the water. This pool actually has several little smaller pools next to it, as well as a swim-up bar. I don't think we'll be participating in the swim-up bar, but if you want to do that, you certainly can.
But you will pay.
Yes, you will. That's why we won't be participating. They also have these really fun blow-ups, which I haven't seen at any other resort in the world, actually. I haven't seen it. I'm sure others exist, but I'm excited to jump on one.
So while Joseph is out there playing in the water on the inflatable floaties, the hotel pools, there are 2 of them. They've got plenty of shade. They've got cabanas that are free. These Omani structured look like teepees. Also complimentary. They've got plenty of towels. They have plenty of water that they keep iced in a little chest for you. They even have little buckets and shovels if you want to go make a sandcastle on the beach.
It's only slightly exhausting rowing myself back to shore, but that was fun. One of the other really cool and unique things about this particular resort is that they also have sunblock available for all of its patrons. Always wear your sunscreen. For me, the best part of this resort is the fact that it's also on the beach. It has 368 meters, I believe, of beachfront, and from what I understand, it's private. However, they are building quite a bit around the area, so it may not be private after all of that opens up. But for now, it is all ours. Even Ryan's getting on the beach today. So from the main pool, there's a secondary pool. We did mention that there's 2 pools. This one's kind of hidden. We like it better because it's a lot quieter. It's also the pool that you get to see straight from our actual room. I think it's kind of intended for half of the residences because, as you'll see once we get over there, the hotel's split into 2. There's the main hotel, and then there's a little breezeway, and there's another building that has residences, which you can buy for 800,000 USD starting. Little out of our price range, sadly. But if you've got the money, this is a great place to actually create a life.
And one thing I like about this other pool is probably from about 12, 1 o'clock on till it closes at 7. This pool is pretty much in the shade and you won't get sunburned.
There have been a couple of days that I've started off in the pool because we are currently in a climate that is over 90 degrees Fahrenheit in the morning. So it's been nice and refreshing to be able to do that and get in the pool. It was also a great place to take a little nap after we got in the first day when we were recovering from jet lag. All right, I think our room should be ready now.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Come on in. This is the foyer, which at first you're thinking, just not that impressive, but keep going. And we walk through the hallway, and this is the second bedroom, which is complete with 2 single beds, which I would think can probably be pushed together and joined to form a king-size bed. You will find 2 huge wardrobe closets, a decent little seating area, a dresser with drawers, tons of water. They want you to stay hydrated at this resort, and they are always offering you water and putting tons of water in your room, which is very greatly appreciated. You have a humongous TV. There are quite a few channels in English as well, which is kind of nice. And then out, you walk to one of 4 balconies. If I can open the door here. This door is very big and very heavy. And you walk out and you're greeted to, first of all, the smell of oil. Oman is a very rich oil producing country, and sometimes, depending on the way the wind blows, you can smell the crude oil. Kind of reminds me of Azerbaijan. But you walk out here and you have a lovely view of the Gulf of Oman, as well as the second swimming pool, which we were just at, that is in between the hotel and the residences. Wonderful view. Back into the room, you have the guest bathroom. You have a nice little potty, a spray bidet, 2 sinks, and a very generously sized shower with some amazing body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. This bathroom even has a scale if you want to see how much weight you've gained while you've been on vacation. Across the hall, you come into the very large and well-appointed master bedroom. You have 2 mini bars where you have a lot of snacks, chocolates, and they're incredibly inexpensive. Just kidding. It is very, very expensive. Then the other side, you've got coffee, you've got some sort of espresso machine, fully stocked mini bar down there, plenty of water. I don't even know how many bottles of water we have currently in the suite, but I'm going
It's a lot.
estimate we have about probably 20 bottles of water.
Probably.
You have a nice dresser, again, huge television, cute little chairs over here with a table, a nice lounging couch that you can sit and read at or play on your iPad. And then you have another wonderful balcony.
This one actually has a couch.
And it does have a couch and 2 sun loungers. Back into the wonderful air conditioning, you have a very well-appointed king-size bed with tons of fluffy pillows. We've slept very, very good in this bed. Over here on the wall, you have 4 wardrobe closets and storage. And then right here is a ginormous vanity for you to, well, if you wear makeup, for you to put on your makeup every morning. My mother would love this, actually. And then in here, you will find the master bath, which has a large vanity with 2 sinks, any kind of amenity you would need, from shaving cream to toothbrush and toothpaste, nail files, lots of wash rags, more water. You have a decently sized tub with tons of amenities such as a loofah. You've got bath salts to make your bath even more relaxing, a very comfy plush robe. And then you have the not car wash, but the shower, which is gigantic. You have another scale if you want to see how much weight you've gained on vacation. And then in here you have I didn't point out the toilets are actually squared.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
It is the most uncomfortable thing to sit on.
It's very awkward, but whatever, it gets the job done. And this one actually has a full-size bidet. And it even has 2 pictures on the wall, which is very pretty.
So that was the tour of the top level of this duplex and our sleeping areas.
I'm getting ready to go to the gym while Joseph starts his short work day that he's going to do. And then I might even go to the spa afterward. Plus, we plan on making dinner tonight because we have a full kitchen, so why not? But while Joseph is working, I have come up to the fitness center, which is wonderfully equipped with everything you can possibly need. They have on-site trainers that are here from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And if you want to work out without one, that's awesome too, which is what I'm doing. And you can come in here 24 hours a day. They also have a separate women's gym, which is upstairs. This gym down here is mixed. So you can work out with your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. Totally allowed. Or if you're a woman traveling separately, you feel more comfortable, you can go to the women's gym, which is probably better than this one. One thing you can do after a hard workout at this hotel is visit the Guerlain Spa. As a guest, you have complimentary access to the spa to use the things such as the sauna, steam room, relaxation area. Obviously, if you want to have a massage or some sort of treatment, then it is going to cost you. But I am headed there to just sit there and relax and enjoy myself.
We have come into the Stage Lounge and Bar, which is one of the many places here at the hotel where you can get a drink and relax. But we're here for a special reason tonight.
One tradition that is done every night at St. Regis hotels across the world is something called the sabrage ceremony.
So, to all of you, to Mr. Fauzi, very happy birthday.
Thank you.
And a great salute to all of you.
Along with the stage bar here at the St. Regis Resort in Muscat, they have numerous different restaurants to offer. They have one that is Koya, which is Latin American cuisine. They have Hakkasan, which is Chinese, I do believe. They have Zorbas, which I'm sure you can guess what that is. And then they have a restaurant called M Sharif, which is a famous Lebanese restaurant in London. I see it all the time when I'm at Harrods, and I have never eaten there. We might have to try it tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I will have to say this. If you do plan to drink alcohol here in Oman, if you're a foreigner, you are allowed to bring in, I believe, 2 bottles that you can purchase at duty free. But if you plan to drink anywhere else in the country, I think it has to be at a hotel bar. I think the bar has to be connected with the hotel. And let me tell you, according to the menu prices at the stage, alcohol is not cheap. An average glass of wine is like $30 US. Ridiculously expensive. I'm sure alcohol is taxed really, really high. So come check out these fabulous restaurants and have your own amazing dining experience.
So the final part of our amazing suite here at the St. Regis is this private plunge pool, which is right off our own patio.
We've only stayed at one hotel other than this one that had a private pool. And that's about 4 hours from here, called the Al Maha Luxury Collection Resort and Spa. Again, by Marriott. And it is fantastic as well, but we weren't vlogging when we stayed there, sadly.
We'll have to go back and do that one.
Absolutely.
Well, what's nice about this pool is the fact that we can use it whenever we want to, because it's our own private pool. It doesn't close when the rest of the pools close.
Pools here close at 7 o'clock, as does the beach.
Yes. Understandable, because that's about when the sun goes down too. Because it goes down really early, and the sun's up at 5:30 down here in Muscat, at least during the month of May.
That changes.
Yes. But I know this was a very different vlog, but I hope you enjoyed it. And we will be continuing on with our future adventures, and we hope you'll be there to watch them with us. So thanks for traveling the world with us.